This is my channel Side Hustle. Today we're diving into the second half of the last video, which basically is to say, now that you've found the Spotify curator that you're looking to pitch to, I'm going to show you guys how to actually send the message and what to say and how to approach it to the curator of choice. So you've already got step one, you've gone through that process, you found a curator that you're a fan of. Now that you found a curator that you're a fan of, we're going to show you exactly how to send them a note that's actually going to get them engaged, and is going to show you how, if you do this to a plethora of playlist curators in your genre, you're really going to have a very high probability of getting some of them to respond, and for you to be able to much more easily get playlisted for free in a lot of cases. So from my perspective, this is the best way to do it. I'm going to show you guys exactly how. I'm also going to do it specific to DMing them. So instead of us actually going through and trying to do an email, a lot of channels have showed this is how you email your favorite playlist curators. And yeah, emails are certain ways that people do. So there are certain playlisters out there who only want to go through email. But I've found in a more modern world, there's a lot of people who reply through DM, and the response rate's much higher. So I think this is just an overall better, more modern way to approach this. So as such, I'm going to very quickly go in and find a playlist to go after. All right, we found it. Okay, so songs that get drunk white girls excited. Shout out Sean Branton. Okay, so I just went, so what are the first things that we do, okay? So the first step is, as we mentioned in the last video, to find the curator that you're going to pitch to. The second step is, a lot of people think, oh, you send the pitch. Well, you do, but in actuality, you're starting the process, or the pitch process, as I would say. So the first thing you don't do is you don't go immediately message Sean Branton and say, hey, check out my album, bro. That's what you don't do, okay? But what you should do is, immediately you're on your page, you follow that person. You need to actually, follow them to start off, right? You can't just not give a fuck about them. You need to give some sort of care about them so that they have an incentive to actually check out your music in some capacity at all. Okay, so we see here he's a DJ producer. He's signed to a couple record labels, or maybe he owns those record labels. And let's go into his profile, right? Okay. Talking about an album that's out. Talking about, maybe his family member. Looks like some more family. Great chap. So anyway, you got all this. Okay, so what I would say from here is you're gonna want to go like some of his photos. You kind of want to go learn a little bit of it's like staring catch up with my brother, an absolute amazing human that Stephen Fort Payne is. So there's all these things, and look at this guy. Look, he's getting maybe 56, 50. He's not getting a ton of likes here, so that this guy could very likely go and check out your music. Like, let's keep going, right? Let's learn a bit more. I'm back behind the decks this Friday for Kink. I think Kink is a cool album. So look, it's like him and his girlfriend. You should honestly go through here, in my opinion, and at least check out some of these other pages that he's a part of. I would go and again do some research. I'm trying to go through this pretty quickly, but go check out his affiliations. Go check out whoever you're looking at. Just go see what they do. Try to be interested in it. Again, you don't want to come off like you're just trying to leech a playlist placement out of them. These people are humans. You have to treat them as such. Sure, if your goal deep down is to be on their playlist, then you need to connect with them in some capacity. Otherwise, not only are you only going to get a very poor placement, if any, you might get a placement for a short period of time, but if you have a relationship with this person, they're much more likely to continue to playlist you and keep there on their playlist once they do put you in one, and keep you in mind when they see your new music coming out, and just genuinely care about you. So these guys have a lot of power. You really need to care about them. You need to try to go and actually learn a little bit about them. Okay, so you've done this, right? And this is what I would say to do. Like, the very first thing is you just go in, do some basic form of engagement with their page, like maybe comment on a couple cool photos, just be engaged, right? Like, go in, say something. I said something pretty generic there, but in general, like you should go and engage with their page. Okay, so now you're like, all right, so you've been started engaging with their page, you've checked out who they are, you know a little bit about them. From here, I would just go in and I would say something like this. This is just me, this is just an example of what you could say. But I said, hey Sean, hope you're staying safe during these crazy times. I'm a musician from Austin, just wanted to reach out and say I'm a big fan of your songs that get drunk white girls excited playlist. So is my girlfriend, for the record. Keep it up. Thank you for the curated hits. That's all I said. Not asking for anything, okay? So now what I would do, and what I encourage you to do, is go and spend, at least 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 days, longer the better, honestly, but at least 2 to 3 days connecting with them. See if they respond, okay? If they don't respond, I would lay off, and I would just say basically, they're cool. But if they do respond, then you might reach out, and again, I know you're ready for it, but you don't ask for your music to be played. What you do, you start engaging with them, you have a conversation, just see how far you can go without asking them. And then after you've had a little bit of back and forth, you've had some sort of conversation, maybe see if they're willing to open up a little bit. Because the most ideal scenario is that they're actually going and doing this on their own, out of free will. They're purely interested in your music. That's the most organic way that this will happen, and that's the way that ideally you want this to happen. To make sure that if you do this for 30 to 50 different curators, and not only that, you keep a drip campaign, right? So if Sean doesn't respond to me in say 7 to 10 days, you want to follow up. In this case, because they hadn't said anything back to me, I would say you want to actually go and reach out and comment on some more of their stuff. Just keep top of mind for them until they eventually reach out, maybe repost their stories. This is specific to Instagram. You can do this across any platform. I just think this is a dynamic platform where you can engage in a variety of ways. And also I've never seen anybody really tell you how to DM playlist curators. So this is how you go and do that. After you've done that for a while, right, you finally have that opportunity to send them that song, right? Whether it's something that you take it upon yourself after, waiting 7 to 10 days, not getting a response, sending them something else, and doing that a couple times in a row to where it's become a month, and you finally just say, all right, then I would say it's okay to reach out and say, okay, I'm not getting any response from this guy. I'm just going to go in for the kill. Because you've exhausted all your other options, and once you do go in for the kill, this is the most important piece. You have to make sure you send them one song, only one song, and it has to fit their playlist style that they are curating. So you need to make sure that it is actually going to fit that. Otherwise, they're never going to want to listen to your music ever again. And that's basically it. I think you just have to go and send 30, 50, 60, 70, 100 of these. And if you do, a percentage of them will respond, and a percentage of them will listen to your music, and you may even make some long-lasting relationships there. Of course, as a recap, you learn more about this individual, you follow them, you engage with their content. Eventually, after a little while, you say, hey, just wanted to say I'm a fan of your playlist. Tell them a very little small bit about you, and keep it lighthearted, right? Keep it fun. See if they respond. Give them at least 2 to 3 days. I would recommend a longer, 7 to 10 days if you can wait, and then follow up in the form of a comment or a like or a story repost. Those work really, really well. And keep nurturing that relationship until you eventually get some engagement, then strike up a conversation, go in for the kill afterwards, and most importantly, only send one song when you do. I'm your boy Daddy Nat. This is my channel Side Hustle. Peace out, guys. Stay safe. Yeah, that was pretty damn fun. Let's get it, guys.